Hello everyone! Welcome to a live stream. It's me, it's Tiny Peter. I'm here to play some...
I am not an animal! I am Crash Bandicoot!
It's the perfect raid alert for today, given that we're playing some Crash Bandicoot today. Hello raiders, welcome in. Everyone who's come along from Zactalica, nice to see you. It's lovely to have a raid from you lot. Good to see you all. I've literally just gone live, like seconds ago, so I'm saying hello to the whole audience as well, not just you. Thanks for the raid so much.
It's a sheep.
It's a sheep. We've got a follower there. Una66 has become a sheep and joined the flock. It's lovely to have you. Hello to Zactalica in the chat and all the raiders who've come in with you. And hello to everyone else.
It's a sheep.
Meh. Thank you very much, Razas Trophy, for joining as well.
It's a sheep.
And Uharaski, you too. Hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. I'm overwhelmed with all the nice people in the chat arriving all at the same time to watch me play some Crash Bandicoot. I'm very much looking forward to playing some Crash today. Those of you who watch regularly will know that I couldn't play it at all last week. I normally play this weekly at the moment. I'm going for 106%, 105% in Crash 1? I can't remember. I think we've been saying 106%.
TinyPeter Peter salute.
Thank you very much, my darling. I'll get to that in just a moment. Yes, we're going for full completion in Crash 1. We've had a couple of sessions, but I couldn't play it last week because I was a bit poorly. No, I'm doing a cough because I didn't. That's the one thing I didn't have. One of the only symptoms that wasn't ailing me. But anyway, we're back now with more Crash, and we're going to have a great time, I'm sure. I thought you moved into a tree. I did post a photo yesterday of me sitting in a tree, as in inside a tree, because it was all hollowed out as though it was dead. But it wasn't dead. There were little shoots coming off it, inside and out. So that tree, despite looking dead and completely empty, is still alive. Great news for everyone involved. I love sheep, so I'm delighted, says Una. Well, it's great to have you, and now you got some sheep emojis, right? I think if you're a follower, you get some of the emotes, not emojis. That's not the right word, and I'm showing my age. Kissing. I was sitting in a tray with my wife as well. I don't know if we did any kissing though, which is a shame. But also, it would be gross. Right? Love. Horrible. Lame and gross. So it's just as well we didn't. Emoticons, Rizzcracker, you are correct. That is the right word. Yeah, the new sheep emoticons on your V-Bulletin forum that we're all using. So, welcome everyone to a live stream. It's time to play some Crash Bandicoot. Well, it's not time to play it right now. I'll say hello to some people in the chat first. Nice to see you all. Hello, Jesus Life, Lord B, Misfit Dad, Rye Wi-Fi, Riz Cracker, Mr. Black is here modding with Lord Brotovich as well. Have I seen a Troweling Badger yet? Our third, but equally important mod? I don't know. Cesspit Prince hopes that I'm married. I am. Look, I've got a piece of metal to prove it, as is tradition here. Thank you to Dan Lockie for the sub. Thank you, my darling, says Fanny Craddock. You're on a 3-month streak, which is very nice of you to do. Thank you to everyone who has been subbed.
Thank you, my darling.
Including Sapphire 16.
Thank you, my darling.
In fact, all of these names that are about to be read, because Nate has just gifted
Thank you, my darling.
10 subs to Itcheska Rift. Are the alerts
you,
coming
my
through
darling.
in the wrong order compared to the ones in the chat? I don't know. But in any
Thank
case,
you, my darling.
thank you, Nate. Let's do some more salutes for all those
Thank you, my darling.
gift subbers. They've gone to It's Cheska, Riffs All Day,
Thank you, my
Sapphire,
darling.
Cookie Kerry, Lebo W, Reinhardt, Noel or
Thank you, my
Noel,
darling.
Fantasy Frank, Senko, and Fang McFrost
Thank you, my darling.
with 2 T's. Thank you so much to
Thank you, my darling.
my darling, Nate Reitenbach, for the very generous 10 gift subs there. Look at the hype train as well. We've just started level 4. Jeez, not even played any Crash Bandicoot yet, and it's all going. Nate did say, I want to drive the train. Well, there it goes, on its way to level 4. So, all aboard the train, being driven by Nate. I don't know if Nate has a train driver's license, so hold on to your seats in whatever carriage you're sitting in, whether you're first class.
Just because you're great at everything doesn't mean everyone likes you.
Or sitting in the sort of the smelly carriage right at the back, where it's just sort of straw and wooden boxes to sit on with splinters. Don't get splinters in your bum. Careful, everyone, in the back carriage of the hype train. Cool. So. Just because I'm great and everything doesn't mean everyone likes me. It is true, Riz Cracker. Hello to the first time chat from ViperFox31. It's always nice to see a first time chat, especially a first time chat from a raider as well. So thank you once again for the raid. Nice to have you all. But, you know, as is always worth thinking about.
I understand you're quite expert in the collection of knuts.
Hope everyone enjoyed their Scotch eggs.
They're Scotch eggs, he basically said there. Cheese is life, thanks for the bits. Did anyone have a nice Scotch egg or indeed a chalky egg yesterday for Easter? I didn't, actually. Didn't have any Easter eggs this year. I don't mean that in a sort of, oh no, I never received any Easter eggs because I don't have any friends or family. I just, me and my wife don't buy each other chocolate eggs. We just get each other gifts on other occasions, and we don't tend to do an Easter. We don't buy each other stuff, and I don't tend to buy chocolate for myself because I'm not super keen on chocolate anyway. I mean, everyone obviously who's followed various things I've done on the internet for the past few years will probably know that I don't like ordinary chocolate anyway. Any chocolate that's got cocoa powder in it, which is basically all real chocolate, I don't like. I just think it tastes kind of a bit bitter and weird, which I know is very strange, very unusual, statistically improbable, but is true. However, I do like white chocolate, which is sort of chocolate in that it's made out of cocoa butter, but has zero cocoa powder in it. And so, you know, I do like white chocolate, but even like white chocolate eggs, I don't go in for them particularly. So, I don't know. Is that really boring of me? Probably. I had a Biscoff one, was amazing, says Una66. That does sound pretty good, actually. Biscoff is great. Thank you, by the way, to the follower we just got there. That was from Above Average Joe. You are an Above Average Joe, especially for the fact that you just followed. That makes you far better than most. Cool. Well, there we go. The hype train is still doing stuff, which is great to see. Oh, it's TP. Never seen one live for a while. Well, thank you for dropping by. Thank you for following. And thank you for chatting. Above Average Joe. Lovely to have you here. Even at 30, I demand my mum buy me Easter eggs. To be fair, Cheska, so I'm going to see my parents next week because it's my birthday. My birthday's coming up. So I'm going to go home and there are other April birthdays in my family as well, so we tend to just all kind of get together. Normally, we tend to actually do it around Easter and have a bit of an Easter Sunday roast, and then lump in everyone's birthdays as well. But it's a bit early this year, isn't it, Easter? So we're going next week for my birthday, and to be honest, when I get there, I probably will have a sort of delayed, late bit of either chocolate or sweets from my mum. And actually, I think my sister messaged the other day and said that she's got everyone chocolate this year, so I'm going to have to remember to take something for her. So I probably will, after all, end up with chocolate. Having said all of that, oh, I never got any Easter. I'm not complaining, but I didn't get any Easter eggs this year. I probably will in the end, just later than everyone else. When you've all finished yours and finished digesting it and finished gaining the half a pound, which, you know, is absolutely part and parcel of the whole experience. So good on you for doing so. I'll be just starting mine. So there we go. There goes the hype train. That's a good time to start playing some Crash Bandicoot. And thank you, Zach, for the birthday wishes. Sounds like it might be a complaint. It could be. Maybe deep down. Maybe deep down, even though I've just said all of this. I'm not that bothered. I don't really mind chocolate. Maybe I'm in denial. I'm like, yeah, I didn't want a Valentine's card day anyway. I don't really like cards that have cocoa powder in them. So I'm glad I didn't get any. I'm glad I didn't get any Christmas presents because I only like coal. That's kind of what it sounds like, doesn't it? But there we go. When is that? Mine is next Saturday, says Gemesis. I don't know what day of the week mine is. Oh, mine's on Friday, 10th of April. So we are one day apart, Gemesis. Happy being an April child, like Lobrotovich. Thanks for the early birthday wishes, everyone in the chat. It's very nice to see. Right, I'm going to play some Crash Bandicoot now, because that's probably worth doing, right? Let's load where we were last time. And let's go to the right screen, like that. Oh, I've got to move it slightly back to the right because I had to move it a bit to the left when we played Hogs of War. But clearly, these two games are not perfectly aligned with each other in the emulator. So I have to... Let's just move it back a little bit. Oh, it's quite... I have to lose a little bit on each side. That'll do. That's all right, isn't it? So, do says Crash Bandicoot. So I've got pretty much every coloured gem now. So I'm going to sort of go right back to the start of the world map and then go through it again and try and get all the gems. Because we've got a lot of gems now, but there were some that we couldn't get because we required special coloured gems in order to get them, which we didn't have. I've got my little cheat sheet here just to make sure that I'm not going into a level without a required gem, because I don't want to waste any time today, he says, after having gabbed on for nearly 20 minutes about God knows what. I don't even remember what I've talked about. It was so inconsequential. Right, the Great Gate requires the yellow gem, which we do have. So we can now finally go in here and get the stuff that we need. So in we go. How are Ben and Billy RW doing these days? Cheetah. There it is. That's the cheat sheet. Ben's doing great. Billy's doing great. If you're not aware, Zach, and hopefully you are, and you're just asking out of the goodness of your heart, but if you're not aware of this is going to blow your mind. Ben and I, and Billy, of course, are still working together, and we're still making worst games ever. Some people, you know, we do as much signposting and signal boosting as we can on social media with all of these things, but as we've seen many times... I'll use the bucket. As we've seen many times in the past, from one channel to the next, these things don't always get shown to the right people, and people don't know about it, but... I think a mod can possibly even WGE if they so wish, and that will point Zach in the right direction on the off chance that you're not aware of what we're doing. If Tiny Peter visited the Philippines, he'd be the tallest person here. Is that true, Leonard? Maybe I should do it. It'll be a novel experience for me. In the what is it? In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. Am I right? If I go somewhere where everyone's tiny, I might be the biggest one there. Jackalby Buddington has resubscribed. Sorry, did that say Buddington? Yes, it did. For 3 months now. Hope all have had a nice Easter holiday, says Shy Bees. Yes, I hope everyone has too. I never actually said that. I just sort of immediately started talking about chocolate. But I hope you all had a nice Easter, if you celebrate. And... Oh, there we go. Okay. And even if you don't celebrate... Oh, God, I snagged it. I got the thing stuck by walking into it. That was weird. Even if you don't celebrate, but at least you are living in the UK, I hope you had some nice time off. Whether or not Easter is meaningful for you, at least you got the holiday. So, yeah. Not sure, do you get public holidays in the US for Easter? I'd have thought probably you do, given that it's a Christian country, but I don't know. My ignorance. Maybe in the Philippines as well? I know there are a great many Christians in the Philippines, but I don't know what the major religion is over there. The history behind the game is fascinating. On the most recent Worst Games Ever. Yeah, it's that was a fun one. I don't celebrate, but I did, however, celebrate my mum's birthday. Lots of birthdays happening in April. It's nice to see, and I'm one of them. Not officially in the US. Oh, really? That actually surprises me, Ed. If I had to bet one way or the other, I would have thought that you guys have a holiday in Easter, but clearly not. Yeah, seemingly only the mods can WGE. I keep meaning to make some of those commands available for everyone, because it just means the mods don't have to be bothered out of their viewing experience to start typing stuff in, when actually just anyone in chat who would want to know a certain thing should be able to just do it. As long as I put a timer on it, a cooldown, then why not? So, I'll get around to doing that at some point. So as you saw there, I climbed over some gems or something, and I got up here. I think we've been here before, haven't we? Because this is where I ended up with a bit of confusion, because obviously you can bounce into the back there, but if I do that, I can't destroy that box. So it was like, okay, I'll stay on the front of the wall, I'll destroy the box, and I'll carry on moving to the right. But then we got to the end of this level, and we were missing one box. And so I'm now wondering if somewhere, maybe in this area you can't even walk left and right. Oh, well, that's fine then, we'll destroy this. But there's another bit where we can walk behind the wall, and I'm wondering if there's a box hidden behind there. Because we missed one somewhere, and I didn't do any behind wall bits in the previous stream. Or yeah. So I'm hoping I find... Ah, there we go, that was it. That's the one we missed. Okay, now, did we actually miss any boxes along the walk here, or can we just go behind all of this stuff? There might be something in the foreground we didn't get. Oh, if not, this is great. We can just... Well, mind you, we need to destroy the arrow crate, don't we? So... Yeah, okay, never mind. It probably is. Certainly in later games, it would be possible to kind of spin and bounce at the same time and destroy it, but there's a bit... I think you kind of don't have as much finesse in Crash 1, so it's not as easy. Cool. I only watch chat, never the stream. Oh, well, that's fine, Log Rosfitch. You can always be on exclamation mark duty. That works for me. Officially Good Friday, not Easter Monday, but lots of people get it off in Canada. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, because obviously we get 2 days off in the UK for Easter, which is nice. I live in a country that does not celebrate Easter. We don't even have Easter eggs. Well, Cooly Wooly, that is tragic to hear, but why not buy yourself a bunch of cooking chocolate, melt it down, blow up a balloon, cover the balloon in chocolate, stick it in the fridge or freezer, then pop the balloon and pull the rubber out from the inside of the new delicious round chocolate shell that you've just created. It might still taste a bit of rubber, but it's an egg all the same. So, worth doing. Cool. We did do a stream, you're right, Nate, for Balan Wonderworld. What a weird game. What a weird game. That sounds like way too much work. No, it's worth it, Cooly Wooly, for your chocolate egg. You've got to have that chocolate egg experience. It does sound like way too much work, doesn't it? Ugh. Okay, hang on. This is not a good place for me to read the chat on the slippery moss. Remember, not only do we have to get all the boxes here, but we have to get to the end in a single life. We've got 2 masks to keep us going, but of course the mask will not save us from a fall down a pit. So, we've got to be careful. The only pit I want to go down is a coal mine, because I am from the north of England and it's in my blood to do so. Down pit! Oh! I've done the stupid thing I always do, which is spin the platforms on the way down. And then if you do that, then by the time you get to the top... Oh! I just made it, thank God. I can't help doing the spin. Even though all it ever does is screw you over. Right, let's see. Did we miss 0 boxes this time? Do we get a nice big da-da-da? Yes, we do. Say it, Crash. Got to wait for all our gems now. Da-da-da! I should do it with 2 hands, but... I had 1 hand on the controller, so there we go. Cool. Who went to school with slippery moss? See, that's a prime example.
The results have been incredible.
That's a prime example of one that, you know, doesn't really
You're
work.
doing incredibly well, aren't you? What a sexy player.
Doesn't really work, given that Slippery is not a first name, as far as I'm aware. I suppose Sly can be a first name, short for Sylvester, right? So you could be Sly Perry Moss, I suppose. But that's, you know, you can only be going to school with these people if they sound like real names. Upstream requires the orange gem, which we have. In we go. It's his nickname. Oh, I see. Moss. But he's a bit slippery, so they call him Slippery Moss. Oh, do I want this? Triple mask form?
What have we got?
On a water level? I'm doing the thing I'm doing sometimes where... There we go. My controller likes to... if I'm not clicked into the right window, then I can still play the game, but also Windows... Ooh, careful now. Windows likes to open my start menu when I press X or something. So I'm like playing over there, and then I can see I'm like scrolling through my programs on my left monitor, which is always a bit scary. You never quite know if you're going to end the stream or, you know, open up that really obscene pornographic like app that I downloaded the other day just for my own amusement, which would be really embarrassing if it got streamed, because it's just torn a Bandicoot wall to wall, and I don't want anyone to know how I feel about her, so I'm glad that that didn't happen. Just keep that between yourselves, obviously. But... right, here we go once again. Great. Apparently, they can still eat you when you're on triple mask form, or they become not platforms and you just fall through them and hit the water. Good to know. At least we've learned something here, that we do still have to wait for blue plants if we're on triple mask. Anyway, we're not likely to get triple mask now because we've lost the masks that we had. Hot castles in your area. It's just a bunch of his feet pics, which are huge. What, Crash Bandicoot? Yeah, it could be. He has got pretty big feet, proportionally, hasn't he? Look at the size of those shoes. Doo-doo-doo. My dad has a mate they called Slippery because he used to nick stuff. Slippery Nick, perhaps he could have been if he used to nick stuff. Woof woof. Okay, up we go. I'm always scared at the top of those logs that I'm going to overshoot. Right. No, yours, Tiny Pete Big Feet. Oh, I see. I've got an app on my own on my own PC that is just pictures of my feet. Tiny Pete Big Feet.
Thank you, my darling.
Thank you, my
Hello,
darling.
TP. Hope
Hello.
you're having a good day.
I'm having a great day, and even better for the fact that you've just resubscribed, Grayson Creations. Thank you so much. Having a lovely day. Obligatory Peter Austin / Ben Potter doing some kind of content on the internet weather update. It's sunny outside, to the point that if I do this, almost too much. For streaming, I mean. Not to live in. I'm very pleased that it's as sunny as that, in terms of my lived experience. But, there we go. Right, so here are the orange gems. Not that easy to get onto, because you're jumping off an angled, slippery, mossy log. Moss-y... Ooh! Log. Okay. I think they've got actually quite a generous sort of hitbox to them, which is good. Is that it? Is that all that's here? Okay, I think so. Oh, I don't like it. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that's all. That's all. Ew, sun. Says Willy Willy. You're not a fan? I quite like it. I think I've grown more extreme in my love for summer and winter over the past few years. I've always been a fan of both, but now, you know, midwinter. Well, not midwinter. See, it's like late autumn, early winter, so December mainly. Once it's sort of January, February, I'm not interested at all. But proper cozy... Proper cozy winter.
Not doing very well, are you, me old pal? Do you really want to win?
Well, I'm trying my best, Pup Wheelie. I am looking forward to moving on to Crash 2 and 3, where it is a little bit more straightforward to jump onto awkwardly placed platforms with
Do I
some
detect a
precision.
tear of frustration? Is everyone laughing at you?
Hopefully it's a bit early in the stream for tears of frustration, but they may well come later. Yeah, I love sort of the cozy part of winter where it's Christmassy and you know, you've got the tail end of autumn and all of that stuff. That's sort of, you know, it's all really nice. And then summer, where it's really warm and you can go and have a beer in a beer garden and you know, go out walking with just a t-shirt and some sun cream. Don't forget SPF, everyone. You'll thank yourself when you're old and not as wrinkly as you could have been. Oh god. Right, I think there's just one box there. If there's another one, I'll be livid. Proper livid. Okay, up we go. Take 2. Summer is too hot, so I don't like it. Well, fair enough. I'm hypersensitive to heat, so I'm not fond of the summer. Much prefer the winter. Fair enough. Fair enough. You never know who'll be interested in them. I suspect you do, lol. To really kill the... To sort of break kayfabe, or to spoil the illusion, I wear 9 to 10s. I mean, not really 9s. 9.5 if a shoe shop does halves, or 10s. That's UK, of course. If you're used to European shoe sizes, or I think American shoe sizes are similar to Europeans, you probably think a 10 sounds tiny. Tiny Pete, tiny feet. But no, UK size. I think it's about average-ish for a man. I don't know. I don't know what the average shoe size is for a man in the UK. No idea. Right. Okay, we're here. And we're going to jump here. And we're going to do that. Oh god, okay, sure. And now this is uncharted territory. I've not played this on any previous streams. Damn it. Good start. We do love, as I'm sure you remember from a previous stream, we do love a fish and blue plant combination. We don't find them difficult
Not doing very well,
to
are
deal
you,
with
me
at
old
all.
pal? Do you really want to win?
Straight in, everyone's ready with the withering remarks by our friend Rick. Really quick off the mark there. Oh, now what I need to remember is I can kill those fish. This is one of the issues, or fissues, in fact. One of the fissues I've had in the past is that I kind of forget that these fish are spinnable. I used to think as a kid that you couldn't spin them, and therefore I'm so used to just feeling like I need to perfectly time it so that I don't hit the fish. Whereas actually, when there's a fish and a blue plant, really all I should be doing is worrying about the timing of the plant. Because if a fish is going to be there, you can just spin the fish. Do a little fish spin. Jumping straight into it won't help. Well, probably not. Probably not. The melting point of Ami in... Oh, don't read the chat when I'm doing platforming like that. In British muggy heat is around 24 degrees. Any more than that and I turn into a moaning puddle. Fair enough. My poor mum used to be the same. She didn't like the summer heat very much. Yeah, I mean, it is that British humidity as well that makes it worse, isn't it? For sure. Not that it's different to other humidities. You go to a different country that has the same level of humidity, and it is the same. We don't have our own special moisture in the air. What we do have, though, is our own special lack of air conditioning in most buildings. So that's a really special and unique thing that we have here in the UK. Well, it's not that unique. I'm sure more countries than not are not filled with air conditioning, but you know what I mean. Right, let's try again. Hop on here. Hop on here. I don't know whether I can just step on there or if I can just jump. Or sorry, if I have to jump is what I mean, rather than... Right. That's gone bite. I'm going to spin, and there we go. That's how you deal with it. Okay, cool. Right, now we've got a leaf at the other end, so we have got some timing to worry about here. Okay. Humidity is arguably worse than the actual temperature. That's right. Crash is always so quick to throw a fruit up into the air on what I assume is, you know, the emulator version. Perfect? Is that a perfect? Or did I miss something?
You're
Perfect.
doing incredibly well, aren't you? What a sexy player!
Average what now for a man? I close my ears for 1 second, asks Cheska. No one in the chat has updated me on the average shoe size for a man in the UK. Despite me thinking out loud about it, no one's got off their arse and done a Google for me without being asked directly. How dare you? I'm kidding, of course, but if anyone wants to look that up for... You know, it's actually really tedious as a fact, as a piece of information, isn't it? I don't know. Don't know why we're focusing on this. Right, this requires the blue gem, which we have. We're going in. About the same size as their feet. A bit bigger. Oh, the shoe size is about, yeah, a little bit bigger than their feet. Fair enough. Okay, here we go. How are we doing for lives? 90.
What have I got?
Oh! Okay, we've got a brio there. Now, remember, the brios don't matter. We could have got another triple mask if we could... Okay, I think we may have missed out on a brio at that point. Because I detonated it. But that's fine. It doesn't matter. It's just a bonus round. And then we lost a little mask at the end there as well, because once our triple mask form ended, we touched a stone. But that's alright. Right. Oh, yikes. Thank God he bounced on it. I was really lucky. I panicked. ShoeZone has an article going into too much info about the shoe size per region in the UK. Per region? That's really dry and tedious information that no one needs to know.
What have I got?
But I'm sure it interests shoe size fans somewhere in the world. I don't want Google thinking I'm into feet. That's fine, Nate. Don't do it. Do not do it. I remember being kind of... I won't say grossed out, because that, you know, it's basically just kink shaming. But I remember being a little bit, well, let's just say surprised. And thinking, I didn't really need to think about that. I didn't really need that conclusion to kind of arrive into my mind. When I was going to be on Saturday Mashup, the children's, the CBBC show, where you can get, where the celebrities get like covered in gunge. I remember before we went on the show, we wanted to know a bit more about what to expect, because we were very nervous about having to go on live TV. So we were doing our research, and they've got a YouTube channel. Well, in fact, that's irrelevant because it wasn't their own YouTube channel that I'm thinking of here. But like searching YouTube for Saturday Mashup, you will see various clips from their official channel where, you know, people are doing, where it's like the celebrities are being interviewed, or maybe there's like a little sketch that was done by the main hosts or whatever. And then you would see on unofficial channels just a whole series of the gunging segments that had been uploaded by people who seem to be really into celebrities getting gunged. And I'm sure it was just, you know, because they find the notion of non-Newtonian fluids quite interesting. It's not non-Newtonian, is it? Slime. It's just slime. But, yeah. That, I was like, oh, okay. There are some fan YouTube channels for this kind of content. And that's fine. Oh, there's not something up there, is there? Can you get up that hatch? No, I don't think so. So, as I say, I can't say... In some ways... Oh, no, hang on. In some ways, I can't say I was the least bit surprised that that is a thing. Because, of course, it is, unfortunately. But, yeah. On the other hand, I was absolutely shocked and surprised. I've seen this on videos of Get Your Own Back on the YouTube comment. The comments are absolutely unhinged. Oh, God, I never even thought... Oh, we got our Brio. I never even thought about it from Get Your Own Back. But yeah, I guess any show like that, old or new. Nice. Useless or pointless, but we did it anyway. We get a save point though, I think. Oh, we don't. Okay, you just get some lives. So hopefully that's it. Hopefully we got everything. Fingers crossed. Did it in one life eventually. 99 lives, yeah, I know. Perfect. There we go. Here's another gem. Da-da-da! The more gems we get, the more we have to sit through. This is unskippable. And the speedrunners don't like it. That they have to sit through that. Where's my massive mug? Hey, Tiny Pete, big mug. This is available, as is a bunch of t-shirts and hoodies and stickers. Hoodies, stickers. At bit.ly/WGE merch. I should add that as a command. So if you want some Worst Games Ever merchandise, you can go right there. I may start doing my own merch eventually for TinyPeterPlays, but you know, I only stream twice a week, so I don't yet consider myself as much of a big boy serious streamer as various other people who are around me, or I've worked with in the past, or I've collabed with on different channels and stuff. Right, Road to Nowhere. So I skipped Native Fortress there because that requires the red gem, which we get from Slippery Climb. Remember, I did Slippery Climb in almost... I did almost the whole thing in one life, and then I just slightly mistimed, like, the penultimate jump. So we've got to come back when we've got the red gem from Slippery Climb. It's also true of actually the next level where we don't have a gem, which is Road to Nowhere, I think. Yeah, here. We need the red gem for that as well. So both of those we need to wait until we've done something else. Boulder Dash, we've got the key. From doing a... It's weird, actually. I don't think that means that you've collected...
It's a sheep.
That's a sheep. It's Nexus the duck has joined the flock. You're a sheep and a duck, all in one. Thank you very much for joining the flock there, Nexus the duck. Follower goal's been met as well. 840. That's going to tick over to another 10 there. Very exciting. So the fact that there's a key hovering here doesn't mean that we got the key from this level, I don't think. I'm pretty sure we got it from Sunset Vista. But anyway, you come back here and then you can use the key to walk into the background, you see. to unlock Whole Hog, which you've already done. So that key is slightly deceptive, I think. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But anyway, we need the ordinary gem from this level. So, as always, we have to finish this in 1 life. Hit every box. Again, I can't remember if... I think in Crash 1, the boulder will not destroy boxes that you leave behind. In fact, I'm not even sure there are any boxes on the actual main boulder run. I think it's only obstacles and fruit. But yeah, in Crashes 2 and 3 and 4 and various other games, if you're being chased by something and you miss a box, you run past it, I think every box without fail will be destroyed by the thing that's chasing you, which is good. I don't know, there might be a couple of instances where that doesn't happen, but certainly I'm pretty sure the dinosaur in Crash 3 does destroy everything. Okay. This is we take this image for granted now, I think, as like, yeah, of course, Crash Bandicoot runs away from boulders, but this is a great bit of level design, which at the time was fairly cutting edge. Certainly for 3D platformers, because there weren't that many 3D platformers around in 1996. So this is definitely cutting edge for that genre. This is really a really good idea, and one of the several reasons why this level type was invented is because I'll jump down here, I'll ride the gem, and it gets all moody down here. Look, we've gone green because it's all lit. It's lit weirdly down here. It's kind of bioluminescence from these mushrooms. One of the reasons the boulder levels and the side-scrolly ones, like, you know, the Great Gate and Native Fortress and stuff, were invented is because it was thought that, oh, well, if we're doing this 3D platformer game, like imagine Sonic the Hedgehog, they said, Naughty Dog. So imagine Sonic, but the camera is behind him the whole time as he's running forwards. All you would ever do is see the back side of the character you're playing as. So in development, Crash Bandicoot 1 was known as the Sonic's Ass game. That's actually true, that sounds made up, but they did used to call it Sonic's Ass game, or Sonic's Ass. Because they were like, you're just going to see the protagonist's ass the whole time. So they invented level types where you're running towards the screen like that, so that you get to see his face and like the sideways levels as well. And there you go. That's why they didn't want you to miss out on Crash's face, because he'd be facing away from the camera the whole time. Okay, so there's a different exit down here to the one that we've already passed, and hopefully that's it. I love this little underground bit with different lighting. That's just an extra touch. Didn't really have to think about adding, but they did. They changed the palette down here for some reason. Right, off we go. He's cheering. Did it in 1 life. Did we get all the boxes? Please? Yes, we did. There's not mushroom rat down here, says Pub Wheelie. Kids in the 90s. Yes, I'll take the ass game. Yes, please. We should make this as interesting merch. I could do that as well. I guess I'm just like, I feel like, will people actually buy it? Especially on that channel, it's less of a community in the same way that we have with Worst Games Ever and adjacent properties like, you know, our solo streaming and stuff. Okay, Sunset Vista. This is going to be the one, I think, today. This could be the trickiest level that we have to do. Completing this in 1 go, getting every box. We'll see how we get on. Get used to this music. We may hear a lot of it today. So yeah, it's just like, you know, is someone who just occasionally watches videos about interesting things gonna want to wear a shirt with... I mean, I don't even have a logo as such, do I? Oh, I just lost a mask for that, I think. That was stupid. Well, I've put it off long enough. Time to start my day. You'll have fun and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for stopping by, Nate. Nice to see you. Hope you enjoy the VOD if you are a VOD watcher. And I hope you have a nice day at work, I assume. And thanks again for the gift subs. So kind of you. My worst games ever mug is on the way. This is Cheese's life. Did you get a normal-sized one or a gigantic one? Hello, Plushy Labs. Welcome in. Oh, weekend away. Nice. Where did you go? Have you said in your message? I've only read half the message. No, you didn't. Now the stress of working towards my biggest convention of the year. Ooh. Where have you been for the weekend? And which convention is the biggest of the year for you? I want to know these things. I got a giant one. So much chai latte. I'm with you, Cheese's life. I believe that teas is life, as in the plural of tea. You fit 2 cups of tea in these mugs. Well, I don't know about that. Certainly 2 little cups, little dainty cups could fit in there. You can get more than 2, I reckon. Teas are life. Tea is life. Right, down we go. Oh god, I don't know if I want triple mask, but thanks, I guess. At least it makes you run faster. I think it does in this game. And it makes you bat-proof, and flame-proof, and bouncy lizard-proof. But it doesn't make you push-proof. Okay, let's not go too fast. Okay, cool. We're doing great. Uh-oh. Okay. I went to the Cotswolds in the middle of nowhere. Oh, I love the Cotswolds. When I say that, I've only been a couple of times, but you can go somewhere once and love it. In fact, you can go somewhere no times and still think, I would love that if I went there. But yeah. I went to the Cotswolds for Amy's birthday last year, the year before. Had a very nice time. Nice buildings, nice countryside. You're in the middle of nowhere. My biggest convention is Confuzzled, the biggest furry convention in the UK. Some 3,000 attendees, and many of them want custom plushies. They also raise a lot of money for charity. Oh, well, that's lovely. I hope it goes well for you, and that you don't find it too stressful preparing. Right, here we go. Ooh, okay. Checkpoints are irrelevant, they are just a box to break. Because if we die, we need to start again anyway, so... Oh god! Oh jeez! That almost did not move out of my way quick enough. My phone's vibrating. Boys blowing up my phones. Did she say phones? Does Kesha have more than one phone? Does Kesha have a burner phone? Oh, I don't want triple mask for this. Although it will be useful for dealing with these bats. Okay, good. Oh no! Oh god! Oh jeez, I got so lucky there. It's not worth having triple mask when you're trying to do delicate climbing like that. It just makes you run faster, which is not... it's not ideal. Peeps, there was some dust or detritus on my screen, and I wiped it away. But mid-wipe, I realised it was where your face was on my screen, and I found myself caressing your moosh. If you felt that, I'm sorry. It was a mistake, I promise. Can't say I felt it, but, you know, perhaps that's because maybe people are doing it all the time, and so I'm just used to it. Okay. Isn't timed that right. I've got to jump straight onto that wobbly bit. There we go. Okay, right. So now we need to perfectly time this so that the lizardy thing lets us get that thing to make the boxes in the background become active. Got a mask here. Oh, anything over here? No. Again, do I want triple mask here while I'm trying to? Sure. All right. Let's play it safe. How are we settling into the new treehouse? Seems like making good use of the space. Well, you know me, I don't need much space. I'm so small. 41 grand for a dog rescue, Plushie Labs. That's wild. That's great. That is a lot for charity. Good afternoon, Peter and all. Happy Easter Monday to you. Are we expected to say the stream title in the style of Blink-182? You can say it however you like. Right, I'm going to try and... yeah, jump over that. It's easier to deal with if you just go over the top. Okay. I'm going to get triple mask again down here, and I don't want it. I don't want it, thanks. I'm just going to wait. I'm honestly just going to stand here with a mask on my face, flashing, until it times out. Because this level is too hard to be running around super fast like that. Most of the hazards in this level, most of the worst ones, having masks, whether single, double, or triple, is not going to help you anyway. You know, maybe the bats a little bit and the flames, but it's mostly falling off stuff that'll get you in Sunset Vista. There's a checkpoint that means nothing. Like these beggars, I don't care how many masks you've got. Must have been a heck of a dog, yeah. Listen to the bongos. Yeah, we can just enjoy the music, I suppose. Right, let's work out what's going on here. I could have gone then, couldn't I? And they're going to retract at the same time. It's going to come out. Right, and it's going to come out. And then when this moves, I'm going to go. Oh! Not doing very well, are we, me old pal? You really want to win? No, I detect a tear of frustration. Oh boy. We did alright though. We did pretty well.
The results have been incredible.
I'll use the bucket in a minute, I tell you. I feel sick for that one. I'll use the bucket.
Not doing very well, are you, me old pal? Do you really want to win?
Ooh, Jesus. Christ. Sorry, it's not very nice on Easter, is it, to be taking the Lord's name in vain like that? A few years ago, we raised 25 grand for the Bumblebee Conservation Trust. Fairies have a lot of money, basically. It's great because the convention purposefully chooses small charities where money like that is life-changing. That is lovely, isn't it? Not only are you helping a charity, but you're donating it to a charity that's going to be like, oh my lord, I barely even know what to do with this money. I mean, obviously, I do know what to do with it because I am a charity, but yeah. That's really nice. Is the Bumblebee Conservation Trust literally a trust for helping bumblebees, or is it like, sometimes, you know, it might be called the Bumblebee Conservation Trust, but just because they use bumblebees as their logo, for instance. Like there was a hospice near me that had, it was like butterfly related, but you know, so if you raised money for that charity, it might sound like you're raising money for butterflies, unless you very much spelled it out. It was the butterfly something or other hospice. Is that? Oh, okay. Right. Although at that point, if you wanted to be like really willfully kind of, well, not willfully ignorant, but if you wanted to like be silly about it, you could be like, oh, is that a hospice for butterflies? No, it's not. They just have a butterfly on their sign and in their name. Give each of the bumblebees £1. This says Eggleston for the first time chat. It's good. It's a good first time chat. It is. They help bees. Furries tend to raise money for animal charities. Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? And bumblebees, of course, are the furriest of bees. I'm sure some kind of biologist would happily correct me there and say, actually, can I have some actuallys in the chat, actually, please? Actually. Can I actually have some actuallys in the chat? Perhaps there's a furry bee out there somewhere, but pretty furry. Retract. There we go. Okay, good. That feels like a bit of the level done. Ooh, a bit too fast there. There we go. I see the actuallys. What kind of bees make milk? Boo. Bees. Banned from Twitch. Oh, God. I don't like it. Every time. You have to make a little whimpery noise every time you do that. Okay. The cycles are not very forgiving on this. Oh, good grief. Could have just spun that away, actually. Anyway, listen to the bongos, everyone. I'll read some chat. That just is the bee's knees. Do you think bees have furry knees? Little hairy knees? Little hairy kneecaps? Do bees have kneecaps? No. You don't have to be a... What's a... Would it be like an apiologist? As in an apiary? What's someone who is knowledgeable about... What's a bee scientist called, is what I'm asking. Apiologist? I'm just guessing. I'm making up words on the fly. On the bee. Okay, we're up. We're kind of almost back to where we were, which is good. Right. Might do a bit of this with the mask, because at least it lets you run past the open bits quicker. Oh god, and even slightly cheat your way around like that. I mean, it wasn't cheating, that was just skill, but that was less skill there. That wasn't so skillful. That was, you know, I did something cool and then something really, really uncool instantly. A beeologist. Oh, you've got it, Lobrotovich. Why didn't I think of that? I mean, you are Lord B, after all, so you should know.
It's a sheep.
It's a sheep. Thank you, GodXGinger93, for following. That was karma, Pup Willie. It was that was Final Destination, wasn't it? I absolutely cheated death on the on the pushy bits, and then just fell off. I don't like. I mean, I understand why, and it's good in a way. It just gives you, in some ways, it gives you more flexibility to do interesting things. But in some ways, it bothers me that the side-scrolly levels aren't. Aren't truly side-scrolling, and there's depth to them. So when you're on the pathway and jumping onto
very
platforms...
well, I am, old pal. Do you really want to win?
Oh, I didn't need to do that restart, did I? Because I didn't get a checkpoint, so I could have just carried on. But anyway. Yeah, you can be a little bit off, forwards or backwards, if you're jumping onto a platform. So you really have to try and position that shadow in the middle of the thing that you're standing on and hope for the best. Yes, thanks again for the follow, GodGinger93. Lovely to have you. Welcome to the flock. I mean, what is a bumblebee really, if not a sheep of the insect world? It's furry and it makes produce that vegans wouldn't want to consume. That's basically what a sheep is, right? And a bee. I read a thing recently that said a lot of honey in the UK, and probably lots of other countries too, is not really actual honey. Oh! Yikes. Again, I got lucky there. Prepare for an absolute Final Destination moment any second now, given that I probably should have died there but didn't, so it's coming. So yeah, a lot of honey, unfortunately. Apparently they put enough real honey in there so that they're allowed to put honey on the label, but they bulk it out with like some kind of syrup or something, which is you know, not good for a whole host of reasons. Okay. We're back. Boing. Over the top. That's what we like to do. I did say in the stream title that, you know, this is the stream where we do all the hard bits. It's like, this happens every time. I sort of look forward all week to playing some more Crash Bandicoot, and then I get hands-on and I'm like, oh man, not that I'm not having a good time, and that this is something I shouldn't have been looking forward to, but I mean, it's like, oh, yeah, this is less the charming trip down memory lane, and more the rather difficult challenge. Sort of forget every time how... What was that about? That was my Final Destination, because I did... all I was doing was going left and right, but clearly I landed on it during some kind of writing animation where I was able to clip right through, which is nice. Because although it looks like there's little gaps in between, you're not supposed to be able to fall through those, I'm pretty sure. I use the bucket. I did say, get used to this level. Are you used to it yet? I know I am. Maybe you can fall through. Let me try and just land. No, you can't. I'm sure you can't. Oh, you can! Okay, well that is what happened there. Okay. Oh, I've done a reset again that I didn't need to do. My Ring doorbell's going off. They do similar with maple syrup here too. Oh man. I wouldn't even mind, but like, well, I would mind, but what I was going to say was, charge me more and let me get the real stuff, which you can do, obviously. You just go to a fancy shop, but you know, from what it sounds like, sometimes it's like you go to a supermarket and it's actually hard to come by the genuine stuff. It's not simply that, oh, well, there's a range, and, you know, the really pricey stuff on the top shelf is real honey, pure, and the other stuff isn't. Like, yeah, pretty much all the stuff we stock, the greedy people who make it have just bulked it out. I'm sure I'm exaggerating, and there probably isn't a single supermarket in the country that doesn't have at least one type of genuine honey somewhere on the, you know, perhaps, as I say, on the top shelf. But, Yeah, that kind of, you know, in other products you certainly see that, where sometimes like you can't even get the real thing of whatever it is you're after, or the, you know, the proper organic one that's not been bulked out by something. You just can't get it in a kind of a mainstream supermarket or that kind of a shop. No matter how much money you want to throw at the problem. See, that time, I think some of the cycles in this game are a little cheeky at times. Oh, good grief. I'm having an awful time here. Right. Every time I get to this first bit of... Oh no, oh god. This first bit of climbing, I feel like, okay, I'm getting somewhere now. And then, you know, we just have a bad time up top, don't we? Imagine being in a place in life where you can spring for top shelf honey. I'm not saying I can necessarily afford it in my budget. I'm just saying, and because I don't buy honey. But my point is, and as I clarified as well earlier, that it might not be true of honey, but there are products out there where sometimes you don't have the choice of like the genuine stuff these days. If you go to the supermarket, you know, you have to go to like a really nice farm shop to just get genuine something. You go to the supermarket and it's all bulked out with bad stuff. Is the point I'm trying to make. Okay, now let's look at this. Oh, I could have gone then. Oh, jeez. Oh man, oh god, oh man. Spun the mask away like a pro. Oh god. Oh, the bats. Okay. Oh. If you've not noticed, by the way, there's a bat at each end of those strings of bats, and if you defeat both dangling bats, then the string of bats disappears. If you've not spotted that that's what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing. Sometimes I'm doing it unnecessarily, though. I'm trying to get the second bat after I've passed the line of bats, which is like, what? Why are you doing that? Okay. The good thing there is, I think, if you miss that bounce and don't hit the switch, probably if I grabbed this mask, hello, and was able, I can't see what I'm doing here. Hello, Crash? What have I got? And got triple mask form, then I could probably stand underneath the switch and just jump, and I think he would probably trigger it. Probably. Right, let's be careful here. Right, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna go just yet. Can I reach that bat? Yes, I can. Okay, stand in the middle. Land on the platform. Okay, good, good, good. I'm gonna wait for the flame. I'm gonna play it real safe. I remember going to a country fair when I was a kid and my mum bought strawberry honey and chocolate honey in jars. They were absolutely delicious. Wow, strawberry honey sounds really nice. The cemetery where my grandparents are sell honey made from bees kept in the cemetery. I find it quite a nice circular thing. There's probably lots of flowers in the cemetery, which is nice. That is a nice thing. Oh, I really hate this one because if you push right up against that, see, if you push up against the wall and you're running into it, waiting for it to retract, you actually trigger the plank, the first plank. So you have to just, there you go, time it just right. Okay. Don't want that mask. Checkpoint. Crate. Okay. Okay. Now this is where I died first time, isn't it? Which is not going to happen here and now. I'm telling you that for free. So just get ready with all your reactions. All your not doing very wells and your tears of frustration. I'm looking forward to the restart of farmers markets as they often have reasonably priced goods. They certainly do. And it's nice to support local farmers and produce and such. I always think this bit looks like there's something up there, but I'm pretty sure there isn't. There's just, for some reason, a metal box on top. I guess because, you know, you might spin and stand underneath it and the box will drop on your head and kill you, so... Right, let's watch these cycles. Okay, next one. God damn it! We're getting there. One obstacle.
You're doing incredibly well, aren't you? What a sexy player! Do I detect a tear of frustration? Is everyone laughing?
You were ready. You were all ready.
Oh, is this Lex?
I understand you're quite expert in the collection of canuts.
Thanks, Stephen. That's,
Hello, Tiny Peter.
that's cheered me
How
up a
are
bit.
you? How was your weekend? Lovely to see you streaming. Apologies for my lateness. Hope you are having a lovely day.
No worries about your lateness, Stephen. Thank you very much for the bits. They came at just the right time there, because, as it turns out, I suck at Crash Bandicoot.
What have you done with the controls, Gromit?
Yeah, I'm gonna blame the controls, Gromit. I'm gonna blame Gromit. That was somehow Gromit's fault. It's like some of those pushy things and the planks underneath them, they're not on. I imagine the cycles share a common factor, or it's like, say...
I understand you're quite expert in the collection of canuts.
No, even more.
Pro Crash Bandicoot player Master Jedi Tiny Peter Austin.
Thank you,
TP is
Steve.
best.
TP is best. I try to be best, but I'm not best at Crash. Thank you so much, Stephen. That's very kind. Thank you for the 200 bits there. Thank you to everyone who's sound alerted as well. I say thank you as though I gain something from it monetarily. What I gain from it is your support. Channel points don't pay my bills, but but your support pays my bills. So thank you for those. I've already forgotten what I was saying. Yeah, the moving planks and the moving pushy things like these things. It's like, for example, one of them might be retracting every 3 seconds and the other one's retracting every 4 seconds. So that means every 12 seconds they might sync up in a way that kind of works for you. But and like this flame and bat combo here, you know, a lot of the time they're kind of offset with each other in a way where you do have to kind of wait around for numerous cycles for a good one to come along. And I think that's the trickiest bit about this level. It's not necessarily pulling off the runnings and jumpings. It's trying to get everything lined up. It's like a fish and a blue plant combo, except you can't spin the fish. That's what it feels like. I know that certainly Crash 3, and it wouldn't surprise me if it was true of all 3 games, given that they're essentially made in very much the same way. Crash 3 has global cycles.
Thank you, my darling.
Stephen, continuing to be so generous and supportive.
Thank you, my darling.
Thank you very much indeed, my darling. Stephen's just gifted 5
Thank you, my
subs.
darling.
They've gone to George Yotre.
Thank you, my
or
darling.
Giorgio Trey, Devil Monkey Mike, Bartleby01,
Thank you, my darling.
Daz J Cooper, and the Midnight Owl. Thank you so much indeed, Stephen, for your generosity there. But yeah, Crash 3 has global cycles, which means that basically the cycles of pretty much any enemy that is like walking back and forth, or like fires a projectile every couple of seconds, or is doing stuff like this, they all start pretty much the moment you boot up the game, kind of in the background, or at least some kind of clock starts in the background that is tied to those cycles. It's not like every object in the game is secretly moving behind
I
some sort of
understand you're
front
quite
menu.
expert in the collection of Canuts.
Stephen
Thank
continues.
you, my darling.
Thank you, my darling, Stephen. Crikey, I don't know how to thank you, my darling, enough. For 300 bits and 5 gift subs, so kind. Big love to Stephen Skodes in the chat. Let's have some salutes or something for Stephen. For being so kind. We've got some from Benson Boy already. Thank you, Stephen. Really kind of you. And as I say, it's kept me sane for this bloody wall climb for the 5th time. Makes it all worth it. So yeah, Crash 3, if not all 3 games in the original trilogy, have a global cycle system. So the speedrunners really have to, if they want like optimal cycles so that like doors are open for them when they reach them, and there's not like an enemy in the way of something or other at a certain spot as they run along, that starts from the moment they press go. And if they drop a couple of seconds in a level, then by the time they get to a certain area where they...
Not doing very well, are you, me old pal? Do you really want to win? Do I detect a tear of frustration? Is everyone laughing at you?
I'll tell you what I did there.
Go into the garden and bury yourself where none of us can see you. You're making us puke.
What I was doing there was...
What have you done with the controls, Gromit?
I was convinced... You'll see sometimes in this...
And I use the bucket.
that the 2 there are out.
You're doing incredibly well, aren't you? What a sexy player! Ooh.
These 2 come out like that, and the 1 there. How do I do this? So it'll go like that, and you'll be running up against these 2, and before they've retracted to let you out, this one will push you out. And that's what I thought was going to happen there. So I desperately tried to run back to the left. Like I got... Let's see.
The results have been...
I got here and I was like, oh, it's going to do that. So I tried to run left and I accidentally nudged down while I was doing it. And because I had a triple mask, even just a little touch of that down button, you're going to sprint towards the camera. So I walked off the front. The results have been incredible. I will use the bucket to cry into. I almost want to, like, because we're going to have to do the other levels today anyway, and part of me is like, oh, let's mix it up a bit for the lovely viewing public, that is you guys, so that you can at least watch me play a different level and listen to some different music.
And I use the bucket.
I use the bucket. By, maybe going to some other level at first and doing that, but I feel like I should... God damn it. I feel like I should play this while I've got my eye in, like while I know... Clearly, I've got my eye in, I know what I'm doing.
Thank you, my darling.
There's a
Cheers
gold...
to you for playing a game he still cannot remotely play. Rip my childhood Crash Bandicoot dreams lol.
There's a golden Kappa train incoming. You have limited time to earn an exclusive emote. What on earth is that? Is that just because a hype train has happened again? I think it is. Contribute to earn this exclusive emote for 24 hours. Well, we've got 4.5 minutes. If you guys want to
What have you done
get
with the controls, Gromit?
the golden Kappa, I don't know if channel points contribute to it. They might do. Maybe that's what's triggered it partly. But certainly Melo Dino subscribing, I'm sure, helped. If anyone's not subscribed right now, if you've got Twitch Prime and you're not using that, if you've got Amazon Prime, I should say, and you're not using your Twitch subscription that you get with your Amazon Prime bundle, I'll give you an exclamation mark Prime in the
Thank you,
chat
my
there.
darling.
It does work. The sound alerts work.
And I'll use the bucket.
I think, or maybe it was just that donation that came through from, subscription that came through from someone who just said, thank you, my darling. Benson Boy gifting a sub to UMBB4A2C. I don't know whether channel points work towards hype trains. Maybe they do. Looks like they probably do. But if you want to contribute to this golden kappa hype train that Twitch has thrown at me at random, don't understand it, you can do so by perhaps gifting a sub if you would like to, perhaps subscribing yourself if you're not subbed already. It won't cost you anything extra if you've got Amazon Prime.
Legs?
You can give 100 bits if you like. You can donate at the link up there, bit.ly/tinypetertips. But no pressure to do any of those things. No pressure at all. But if you want that golden kappa, we can all do it together. I don't know if it is going up actually when sound alerts come through.
I understand you're
Yes,
quite
it is.
expert
No,
in
that
the
was
collection
bits.
of canuts.
Canuts.
Hype train. Choo choo.
Choo choo. Thank you so much. Cheese is life for the 100 bits contributing to the
Thank you, my darling.
special hype train.
I understand you're quite expert in the collection of canuts.
Canuts. Thank you, Ed. Come on, let's do
Come
this.
on, let's do this.
Call me on. Thank you so much for the bits there. Thanks to everyone contributing.
Thank you,
to
my
this. It's very
darling.
kind. And we've got subs coming through. We've got Cactus Disco gifting a sub. It's gone to RV Kramer. Thank you so much, Cactus Disco. Not just for contributing towards that hype train, but for the gift sub. Just in and of itself. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. The system works. Twitch dangles a special golden thing in front of you. You all want it. I want it. I'll get it too, I think. Okay.
I understand you're quite expert in the collection of canuts.
That's more canuts coming from Varaxis the Witch. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. No message, but, you know, probably casting some kind of spell or something. That's what witches do, right? They also spend canuts in a certain fictional universe that we don't want to think too much about.
I understand you're quite expert in the collection of canuts.
We are Slav to Shinis.
What? I can't read what you just said, but whatever he just tried to pronounce in Italian English was not remotely discernible. We are the Slavs to Shinis. That is true. We are Slavs to Shinis. Thank you, Milo Dino. Hang on, it's Milo Dino. I know this. I clarified this on a Bugs Bunny stream, and I'm still saying it wrong. It's Milo Dino. At least you did say at the time, I spelled Milo wrong. So, makes me feel slightly less bad about getting it wrong. It's Milo Dino. See, those ones that would have pushed you off if you're waiting at the wall, waiting for the wall to retract. That's how it gets you. Okay, again, we're at the bit where I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm making progress now. I'm climbing the wall. And then we get to the top and we fall to our deaths. The worst part of all is, not only do we have to do those bits again that I've died at already at the top, but if and when we manage to get past them, then it's all... We're going in semi-blind at that point. I mean, I have played this level many, many, many times over the years, but fuck if I remember what there is. That hype train is now 100% of another level. I imagine that probably just...
Thank you, my darling.
When this... We might have already got it by getting some levels. I don't know what level we have to get to. But level 3 is complete. Golden Kappa train. Oh, it has a little progress bar every time we kind of get through it. We've already got some interesting unlockable emotes, but I imagine that one is at the top. That's another thank you, my darling. That's to BenGenW23, who subbed for the first time at Tier 1. Thank you so much. That's really kind. Thank you so much indeed. Welcome to the sub flock. I've said before, I kind of, in a way, don't really know what the flock really is if you're a follower. Oh, I didn't want to jump on that. I didn't think there was going to be very much time left on the old plank. Right, if it retracts and then comes out again as the wall. Yeah, this is going to be safe-ish. Oh, Oh god, I don't know. Actually, that's yeah. Okay. Anyway, I did it. Whatever. Oh god. Hey, we actually need this mask for once. Thank you, Benjen, for the sub. Multiple ways to join the flock, I suppose. Look, they become fruit if you kill them while they're active, which is interesting. If you kill them while they're active, that's not very nice. Bats are active at night. If you kill them while they're active, you're committing an environmental crime because they are protected species. When I was growing up and I lived in a village in Yorkshire, we some houses were going to be built on some like green belt land next to our house, like near our house, and in true NIMBY way, as we certainly say here in the UK, if not elsewhere in English-speaking countries, NIMBY standing for an acronym of not in my backyard. NIMBYism means you're saying, hey look, I'm all in favour of like building houses for people to live in, or building a new supermarket, or building a wind farm, but not in my backyard. NIMBYism, right? And in true NIMBY fashion, they become fruit bats. Very good enthusiasms. I like that. You know, we didn't really want a load of building noise to be happening next to our house for the next couple of years, so, you know, perhaps not very thoughtful of us, but anyway, we were like, you know, we're gonna like maybe oppose this and say, why don't you build on the literal waste ground at the other end of the village that you know, doesn't really support a great deal of wildlife. You know, it's like actually nearer to the village resources. Seems a better place to build. Anyway, we tried various reasons to oppose it, and one of the last ditch things that I say we as well. It wasn't just us, like me and my family in our house. It was the entire street, not just us. One of the last ditch things that they came up with was, bats live there. There are bats, and like a bat survey was done, and that's not necessarily a reason to not build somewhere as long as you make allowances for those bats. So it wasn't enough. Okay, the bottom two don't go in and out, so actually I can kind of ignore these first two, and just once that's moved I can jump across like that. Well, that's something to note for future. That's good. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. This one I do not like. I wonder if I could actually run and jump when the moving platforms, the rotating ones, are at their lowest point. Probably not, but just need to pick a good moment when this thing is only just retracted and the top thing has moved out. Okay, now. Okay, good. I think we're nearly there. I think the exit's coming up. There better not be any boxes back there, but there might be. Yeah, there are. We did have to come and do this. Hi, chest. What did we get? We got the golden capper, everyone. Excellent. I've never actually understood who or what kappa is, but we got it. Right, I'm going to try and just jump that way, because I remember on a previous stream I tried to drop onto these platforms and the depth perception is off. You can't just drop off the edge. They're not flush with the wall. So you have to jump out a bit, but if you jump out too far, you'll overshoot. So I think I'm better off trying to jump over there, honestly. I think that's better. It was. That was the best way to do it. I feel like... Oh, we don't have another wall to climb, do we? Oh, we do. We're not even that near to the end. We've got masks, so if we fall on the fire, it might be alright. there's a lot of fire in this area if you drop off these planks, which is not great. A little knock, knock, knock there. Have I got someone at the door? A courier. Can't answer. Can't do it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh God. Oh jeez. Okay. Oh God, a pointless checkpoint. It takes the point out of checkpoint. Okay, can't seem to get into that background, so I won't worry too much about that. I'm glad we're running to the right, because I believe the exit for this level comes at the end of a run to the right. I can hear it. Okay. Eight boxes here. Now we find out whether there's a cheeky little box hidden somewhere that I have missed. Hey, do you think I'm going to like mess up this final jump? Did it in one. I mean, not in one try. I mean, I did it in one life in that particular run. Perfect! Thank God!
Just because you're great at everything doesn't mean everyone likes it.
Oh, I like me for doing that and never having to do it.
You're doing incredibly
ever
well, aren't
again.
you? What a sexy player! Ooh.
The results have been incredible.
It does look a bit like Michael Johnson, Cactus Disco. You're right. Thank you, everyone, for all the sound alert support. Sorry for no message, Peter. I was eating dinner. There's no. Don't worry about no message. I'd just like to point out that, in a way, it's like, wow, that's even more generous. You've given bits or money if it's a donation, and not even in exchange for a message. So that's why I point that out. I'm like, wow, you've not even done that for your own benefit to be able to get a little TTS. You have merely chosen to support me. So don't apologise. I'm actually pointing out how extra generous you must be. Right, hang on, let's go back. I think I deserve one of these, actually. Yeah, I think so. Right, now we can go back because we've got the gem for... Hang on, was it a red gem that I just got? Oh no, Sunset Vista is not the red gem. Oh, you get it from... Slippery Climb. Okay. Oh, that's fine. That's slippery fine. I don't like leaving messages much. No pressure for access to which. Any support like that is more than welcome, and the message is just, you know, it's there if people want to do it for the old TTS. But if they don't, no worries. Oh man, that's a hard one. You definitely deserve all those alerts. Thank you very much, Devil's Advocate Productions. I feel good about it. But the lightning's going crazy in this level. Flashing light warning. I think there is something going on with, like, some kind of clock in the background of this game. Oh, it's stopped now. Well, sort of. The fact that he does his throw fruit up in the sky idle animation a lot, and there's, like, weird stuff going on with bouncing crates, and I don't know. I think some of the RNG in this game is less random or less infrequent. More frequent is what I mean by less infrequent. Man, that was a weird one, but I did it. Okay, cool. Slippery Climb. It is literally just end-to-end difficult levels that we're doing at the moment. We need to do this one to get the red gem. Now, remember, I did actually get to the end of this level, almost to the end of this level in one life on the last stream. So, hopefully, this one won't be too bad, he says, just as he reaches the bit that he kind of struggled with a lot on the previous stream. Oh, God. Okay, well, the mask saved me there. I stepped on the spikes. It's these steps. Sometimes you think you're going to land on one step, and then he just barely goes up onto the next one. Which can throw you off a bit, but that's fine. Okay. Focus. This is the easy version of Stormy Ascent, right? Says Boring Loader. I mean, it's not that easy, but yeah, it is the easy version of Stormy Ascent. Unfortunately, we do not have to do Stormy Ascent in this game in order to get full completion, whereas in the Insane Trilogy, it counts towards the final total completion, 100% in inverted commas, which is not, it's not 100%, it's like 105 or 106. In fact, I think they added a percent in the Insane Trilogy. I think maybe the standard game is 105%, and it's maybe 106 on the Insane. Yikes! Oh, jeez, I jumped a bit early. I thought it was about to flip out, but it didn't. Okay, we're getting to the point where
results have been incredible.
Well, so far they have been, yeah. Up wheelie. We're getting to the bit where I died, I think. Stormy Ascent isn't even in this one, is it? No, it's not, yeah. It was cut from this version of the game because it was deemed too difficult. And then added back into the Insane Trilogy as free DLC. I love this enemy design. That's such a cool thing. It's essentially just an arm. Is this arms? And there's just some eyes in the background, but really the enemy object is just a grasping arm. It's a really cool idea, cool design. Okay, here we go. So, boing, boing. Oh, I panicked. Oh, am I gonna get that mask when I'm done here? Now I can die on this level, and it's not a problem. It's just a bonus. Doesn't count towards my death count, and it doesn't count towards my box count. But we can, you know, we can give it our best shot. Oh, I hope I've not used up all my luck there. Being an absolute boss and completing the slippery climb nitrous brio level. Oh, jeez. I love the arm, but the hitbox is the terrifying part. Yeah, it's a bit funny, isn't it? You're right. It's not quite. Yeah, this is a game for kids, Ed. This is a children's game. Okay, nearly there. Bounce on a Boyd. Bounce on another Boyd. Oh, god damn it. Oh, I had a chance there. I could have actually stayed on that spike that I landed on, that my mask saved me from. You can kind of stand on them during the iframes. I literally slipped off. It's a slippery climb, and I did slip off the end there. And if I'd not panicked, which I did do, I panicked. I could have just stayed on the spikes, and I could have jumped back onto the platform. That was recoverable, but only if you don't panic. And I panicked. That's all right though. I feel like I got pretty far there. Sunset Vista, definitely harder than Slippery Climb for me, anyway. You know, I'm not great on the step. Really jinxing it now. Not great on the stairs here. I keep forgetting I don't need to do this reset. If I've not got a checkpoint, I can just go from the start. Jinxed it there, of course. But yeah, I'm not
so very well, are you, me old pal? Do you really want to win?
Not so good on the retractable steps, but you know, apart from that, I'm not too bad. I don't mind the birds. I don't even mind the circular spinning platforms so much. The hitbox on the potion throwing lab assistants, not on the assistant himself, but on the explosion from the potion, is a little bit harsh. It's quite a big hitbox, or it kind of lasts a little bit longer than the explosion animation seems to last. It sort of lingers for a frame or two, so you can kind of die to it even if you arrive in the spot where the explosion just happened, just slightly too early. Don't sing along, because there's like a tiny little delay between the microphone and the gameplay, so it sounds like you're not singing in time. It's one of the things to learn about live streaming. Don't sing along to the music. Cool. Right. So yeah, the hitbox on these guys is bad, but if you enter it whilst spinning, you're normally alright. Okay. Sunset Vista's level that always gets me in this one. I'm no good with the pushing pillars, yeah. Oh, Christ. Thought they were going to come out. They didn't. Oh. Windows Defender summary. We did not find any threats since your last scan. Thanks, Windows Defender. Currently live on the internet, but that's fine. Doo-doo. Good to know there's no threats. No threats, everyone. Can I get a hell yeah? For the fact that I've got no threats on my system right now. Are you threatening me, Master Jedi? Hey, talking of Star Wars. When I say talking of Star Wars, I mean I literally just did a very brief Star Wars quote, and now I'm taking that as an excuse to talk about Star Wars. New Darth Maul animation debuted at sometime in the middle of the night. I've not watched it yet. It's a double bill. I'm going to watch it tonight. Can't wait. Don't tell me anything if you've watched it. No spoilers, please. It's been a long time since I've failed dropping out of that window onto a moving platform, but every single time I do it, I hate doing it. It just feels like this is the time I'm going to die. Darth Maul series has already been renewed for a second season, which is great to hear. Although surprising, because I thought that season 1 was supposed to lead up to the moment that he dies in another Star Wars property. Thought it was pretty much going to build up to that moment. That's what I'd heard, but clearly not. Unless he just comes back to life again, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? It'd be part of the course, to be honest. Right. Now, yeah. There we go. Have I got any masks? No. I did jinx it earlier, didn't I? When I said, you know what? This level, I don't mind it. Find it much easier than Sunset Vista. I'll use the bucket. Definitely jinxed myself. I'm doing worse at the moment than I did on the previous stream, or than I did on my first try on this stream. And I can't seem to get to the top. I can't seem to do the slippery climb, which is, you know, the main bit of this level. It's in the name. What's the time? 10 to 6. Okay. That's about right, I think. Still got a good amount of time to finish what we need to finish today. And now... I was just about to say, and now, given that I've said a few moments ago, I've not died on jumping into the window for a very, very long time. Now is going to be the time that I do it. And it was. You're very welcome. Hey, if I got gems for just making bad jinxy predictions, I'll have completed the game a long time ago. Congratulations, you unlocked the brown gem for correctly predicting how bad at the game you were going to be. Okay, round we go. Maybe I should, rather than talk about how well I'm doing or how unfazed I am by certain things, I should actually talk about how terrible I am and how difficult it's going to be, so that I jinx myself into being really good. I'm definitely going to fail this one before getting to the top. That's my prediction. I'm not going to do this on this life. I'm going to die. Is that how it works? That should be how it works, right? Definitely. TinyPeter is rubbish at games. Yeah. Can I get some "you can't do it"? Come on, Peter, you can't do it in the chat. Really looking for some, you know, like a real lack of support in the chat from you all at the moment, just to tempt fate. Oh god, I do hate this bit, and I've got no mask either, so if I hit that spike, I am just going to die. Right, focus on the steps. Down, coming up in a minute. Oh no, I should have gone on 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2. Oh, okay. Not really been doing any of that on this run so far, like actually trying to count in between things, but maybe it's worth doing occasionally. Oh, Jesus. TinyPeter, why are you playing any game on stream that you're so bad at? He can't do it because he's not a real Master Jedi. You're shit at this. He needs to aim for the middle. TinyPeter must become lukewarm. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's the way. You can't do it. Kids in the 90s found this easy, but TP can't do it because he's bad. Right. Technically not dead. Well, yeah, he's not dead, Darth Maul, but he seemingly died, didn't he? Is the point. Oh, I see what you're saying. That, you know, he wasn't brought back from. Oh Christ. Oh boy. He wasn't literally brought back from the dead in terms of, you know, with magic or anything, or with the Force. He just never died, is what you're saying. So he hasn't ever died. Well, he's had his one actual death. Yeah, I see. He didn't do a Palpatine. Okay. Time to be bad. Time to die. Time to fail. Have some masks, game? Mask would be nice. In case I land on a spike or something. Have a little spike-proof mask. Okay. There's a mask. Right, so I need to not panic. If I land on a spike, it becomes a platform for about 1 second. I'll try and do this for funsies, but... Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I'm pretty sure it's fine that I failed that. That should be fine. Okay. Right. That just comes up with space. These look more complicated than they are sometimes, unless they're moving really quickly. But they actually spend a lot of their time just moving vertically at the start of the of where you're trying to get to, so that's not such a bad thing. Getting into there, though, could be slightly taxing. There we go. Getting out of it could be even harder. Oh, okay. Bounce on the bird. Now, I've got a mask, so even if this guy hits me, we stay calm and we carry on. Hell yeah, this could be it. Now we find out that the thing about dying before the first checkpoint, I've been wrong about it the whole time, but I'm pretty sure we've proven it with science on a previous stream. He's cheering, that's a good sign. Did I get all the boxes? Perfect! Da-da-da! It's going pretty well, Kiri.
You're doing incredibly well,
Thanks for
aren't you?
chatting.
What a sexy player. Ooh.
We did it.
The results have been incredible.
Incredible. Thank you so much, Riz Cracker,
Just because you're
Benson
great at
Boy,
everything doesn't mean everyone likes you.
Pop Wheelie. Thank you all. Thank you, Ninja Knight, for the salutes. Thank you, Devil's Advocate, for the Congruta Lions and the Devils. I left my head off at the way that happened in Rail. All the build-up, then over in a heartbeat. Felt a bit robbed. I did the first time. Again, I don't want to talk... Well, I guess we've kind of already revealed what we're talking about. But yeah, I'd heard that moment in Rebels was like really, really cool. And, you know, was you know, a great moment. And I felt really robbed the first time. I was like, wait, what? Hang on a minute. What? Wait, what? That's not it, though, is it? That's not it, because it's meant to be really good. And then it was after I've seen it multiple times and I kind of understand a bit more about how it's choreographed and stuff, that I appreciate it for what it is. It's kind of like, it's not really about big epic fights anymore. It's these two guys at kind of their peak in a way, but also kind of maybe almost past their prime. That it doesn't really come down to doing great big flips anymore. It kind of comes down to a lot of it is like psychological. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna head back now to some hopefully slightly easier levels and do the ones that require the red gem. Should we do that? So I think we need the end of the native fortress. In we go. What kind of masochist designs levels like this? Well, a naughty dog, I think. Bad boy. Now, this is the second of the sort of native fortress style levels, so this isn't going to be easy. You know, we've already been introduced to all the mechanics in a previous level, therefore the developers can get straight in and start putting tricky combos in our way, but shouldn't be as hard as Sunset Vista. Let's put it that way. Or Slippery Climb. Boing. Do you get apes like that in Australia? I don't think you do. Oh, yikes. Okay, well, there goes the mask. Those double plants are kind of tricky to deal with at times, I find. Even if you come at them spinning, you can get done. right. Nice. Hate these things so much. Okay, up we go. Got a mask there. I wonder what happens if you get triple mask in the air like that while you're trying to do this climb. Probably drop all the way down to the bottom, I would have thought. Right. Bonk these guys on the head. Bonk. I feel like... Well, what I'll do is... I'll run all the way left and right in this back bit, spinning, in case there are any boxes hidden. I don't think there are. I'm looking in the foreground for boxes, seeing if I'm missing any. I'm not. Okay, so that really is just... You can run... you can run past, but also lose a mask to the flame, because it came out at the wrong time. I seem to remember one of the areas we're going to reach with the red gem here is a little bit funny. It's like... The game takes you up into the sky, literally, like up onto some platforms that are made of cloud. We're going to do it now, I think. Oh no, not just yet. Oh yeah, we are. Which is fun, but... It's possible, once you get up to the top, that if you fall off, you die of fall damage. It plays the Crash falling off a cliff death animation. So you oh, criminy. So you're making your way up there as though this is all part of a level that you could, you know, if you drop down on it, you're fine. You'll just land on a platform, hopefully, and not on a fire. But as soon as you get to the top... So here, like so I need to break this box by bouncing on it. If I break that box and fall, I think I die. Ooh. And obviously these clouds have sort of wispy edges, as clouds tend to do, so it can be a bit tricky to even know exactly where the platform starts and finishes. Oh, I don't like it at all. Okay, I think that's everything. And then, what? Do I just drop down this hole? Oh! I don't like that at all. Anyway, we did it. Cool. And I think there's still more to do. Oh, yikes. Unnecessary loss of a mask there. Got a box behind here. Anything? No. Oh no. Oh dear. Yeah, it's fun. It's my favourite secret area. Makes your stomach drop. Sure does. I don't know what I was doing there with those flames. I know how it works. They do a little floof before they light. I shouldn't have messed that up, but I did. Hopefully this is the one. Uncharted the movie, the game. It is. It's the first boulder level that Drake plays, I think. Oh no, I wanted that. I'm gonna get it. I'm used to not needing to collect the contents of any boxes in this game because I've got 99 lives, so I don't need the fruit. Well, I might not have 99, but you know, lives are not a concern. So I'm like spinning stuff, spinning stripy ones, not getting the stuff. And then I broke that crate and was like, yeah, off I go. And I was like, hang on, no, it's a mask. That is actually useful.
What have I got?
Okay. I hate those guys. I hate them doubled up. On their own, they're okay. I mean, even on their own, they can sort of grab you sometimes before you get to them. Oop. Brain disengages for a second, and it's start again. That's it. That is absolutely it, Cactus Disco. Got it in one. Gotta stay focused. Okay. So you do get, if, as I say, if you've not noticed, you do get a little warning with these torches. You see, they do a little floof before they do the big floof, which is good to know. So the masks will be useful, I think, in this level, because the plants get me sometimes, the flame gets me sometimes. So I will definitely benefit from masks here. Far more so than I was doing in Sunset Vista. And Slippery Climb, I suppose. I mean, they were useful on the spikes if I landed on them, but at no point did I react quick enough to use a spike as a platform, I don't think, so... Yep. Looking forward to playing Crash 3, because... Oh no! I had a shot. Because that is one that I'm very familiar with, and in terms of difficulty of, like, platforming segments, I shouldn't have too much trouble with, you know, with enemies and things. Maybe in a couple of the levels, like the jet ski levels, I tend to die a little bit. But probably where the challenge is going to be there, if I'm going for 100%, which I am going to be doing. I think it's 200% in that game, possibly, if you go for gold relics. Oh no! Oh, god damn it. Told you I hate these things. There's no risk, really. You don't tend to die or take any damage if you fall off because there aren't any obstacles around them. But they're just awkward. They don't quite react to you all the time. Kind of slows the momentum down. Never been a fan of those. But yeah, the thing that will, in all likelihood, if it's going to cause me any issues in Crash 3, it's going to be getting some of the time trials, I think. Definitely no boxes in the foreground here, I don't think. No, no, no. I do love these little sneaky bits. The reason I find it difficult coming out of those back areas onto a flame is not so much the timing with the flame, it's that I don't want to come up top while the big flame is out, because although I think you're just out of reach of it, it's like, oh, what if I just overshoot and then it catches me? But then also, it takes me a little bit longer than it probably should do to actually then jump out and land on the torch, because you have to get the depth right. The torch, as you can see, is not perfectly flush with the fence, with the wall. So if you try and just drop straight down, I think you're gonna miss it, and you're gonna fall and die. Anyway, up we go. I like how you can see the two islands in the distance on this. It's nice. It's thoughtful. And a fun thing on the two bridge levels. On one of them, you can see the third island, Cortex Castle. You can see Cortex Castle in the distance. And then on the later... God damn it, I can't even do this properly. There we go. On the later one, they use the same skybox, I think, but they move it a bit closer. So they really do have... There's like a level of environmental storytelling here that, you know, considering how limited their resources were, they've actually thought, oh, you know, the skybox here should be slightly different. You should be seeing things differently in some way, because you're progressing through the island. Okay, Almost back to where we were. Now I probably don't need to. I don't need to jump back there, do I? Because I'm going to do it anyway. I can't remember if it was a. Okay, you can stand up here, so that's good to know. Without dying. Is it? I think it's just a life, or is it a box, or it's nothing? Okay, well, all right. Well, for future reference, which we hopefully won't need, we do not need to. Ugh. We don't need to jump back there because there's no box. Okay, how are we doing? Oh, whoops. Quick. Very satisfying. Okay. Here we go. A bunch of boxes there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I think... Oh, there we go. I think that's it. Have we done it in one? Yes, we have. Have we got all the boxes? That's the other question. Perfect. 86%. It's going to be 87 once the gem arrives. If 100% is actually 200%, then isn't 100% technically like 50%? Well, yeah, pretty much. Peter saved a small child from a herd of rampaging elephants. Quite a sight. Oh, is that what? Yeah, that's what you missed. I was taking a walk to get past the level of the damned. I got past two levels of the damned.
Incredible.
Got past the worst one of today's stream, Sunset Vista, and Slippery Climb.
Just because you're great at everything doesn't mean everyone likes you.
But we still have to do a bridge level as well. I think, have we already done the high road? I think we might have done the high road, but we've not done Road to Nowhere for gems. Oh, we need to go back again. What was the other one that required the red gem? Road to Nowhere. Okay, so it's the bridge one. Temple Ruins, Road to Nowhere. Okay. It's the first of the 2 bridge levels, so less difficult. But just watch me make it hard for myself. What have I got? I wonder if a triple mask, if these ones still break. Yeah, they do. Okay. So it's not particularly useful, probably, the triple mask. Although, if I encountered a warthog... Oh god, it makes me move slightly quicker, I think. So my jumps are less precise. Oh, yeah. I don't think I really want triple mask very much in this level, if we can help it. It will just be good for these pigs, that's all. Now, it's actually quite easy to miss the red gem in this level, the platform. Like, it's on one of these bits, but because it's, you know, it's kind of pink coloured and it's translucent, and this level's quite, you know, blown out in terms of brightness. There it is. Quite easy to miss. It's kind of weird, this. It takes you way off into what is actually a little bit of the sort of temple tile set here. Brings back bad memories of Sunset Vista, doesn't it? So I think we just do this. And then... Am I going to have to use a mask to blow up that TNT? Oh, I should have spun up there. Oh well, I can just... I can sacrifice a mask, I suppose. And then I think in here, right in the middle, there's another switch, and that's turned those on. Got my mask back at least. Cool. Well, there we go. I think that's everything. Yeah. Looks like it. Oh! Where did that come from? Ah, it's confusing. Right, I think that's it. Kind of a weird little section there, but we did it. And the gem is just there in the very bright distance. Cool, we made it. Now, there might still be... I think there's a red gem at the... Ooh, at the end of this level as well. Or maybe it's the other bridge level that has a rideable gem platform. I think you can actually ride over the top of the exit portal in as a say, either this one or the next one. It must be this one, I think. I don't think the other bridge level requires
What have
a
you
jump.
done with the controls, Gromit?
Yes. Can't see who that was for now. Oh, he didn't stop where I thought he was going to... Oh, Christ. Jesus. Some of those pigs, they stop a little bit further away than that.
Not doing very well, are you, me old pal? Do you really want to win?
That's a pig-themed sound alert, at least. Thank you, Epidemic Bubble. Any more surprising TNTs? I don't know. There could be some more. After a great many tries and a bucket of frustration.
And I use the bucket.
There it is. Thank you. Perfect timing, Cooley Woolly. You did finish the high road last time. Did I? Yes. Yes, I did. What have I got? And got the gem, right? So it must be this level that... that has I think it's one of the bridge levels where you ride over the top of the... Well, you do it in another bit as well, definitely. But yeah, I think this one at the very end has another gem platform. Gemma platform. I saw that life. I just, as I was approaching there, I was like, hey, there's a life on top of that stack. I'm still making little discoveries in one of my favourite games. I'm so glad, I've said it before, I'm so glad the warthogs stop moving once you get past them. If they didn't, it'd be awful. Because you'd then have something chasing you from behind, encouraging you to move along in a great hurry along this precarious bridge. Right. I have a feeling that the TNT that dropped down here I was supposed to use to set the other ones off, but I don't understand how... I don't know, it's kind of confusing. So that goes boom. Oh, it's to set that TNT off without... So you... No, I don't know. I think maybe if right at the top of your jump, if you spin, you can hit the switch there without triggering the TNT. And then you get up here, and this switch makes that appear, even though there's no grayed out cube for it, which is strange. And then you set that off, and it blows up the two TNTs that are there. But I'm clearly not good enough to get to the top of that stack without setting off the first TNT, or to trigger the switch without getting setting off the TNT. Anyway, it's all fine. We're not going to need a huge number of masks in this level, I don't think. I know the pigs. It'll help with the pigs, but you know, this level is almost all about not falling off pits, not falling to your death. So, ooh, that was a little slip. You see the slip there? I was falling. I'm doing it, Ma. Right. Gotta overshoot this pig. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about him. Oh boy, and now the turtles. That's a speedy turtle, that one. He's moving well fast. Okay. Right, there's the exit, and there's a gem in front of it, you see? So, where does it take us? Oh God. Do I step off or walk or jump off? If I step, is a yellow plank going to appear? Oh no, this is clearly one of those invisible bridge moments. I don't know whether to do just a blind jump, perhaps. Oh, okay. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. I'm too good at doing long jumps. I might actually just run to the end and scout it out before we do another proper attempt, rather than play the whole level and then get there again. And then I'm going to see if I can just walk off the edge, for instance. And then from there, it's pretty much a normal jump length. Right, so it moves us over, and if I just walk off this... Okay, yeah, so that's the first plank, and what, on the second plank? No, just one. I'll have one more go just to sort of, again, scout out ahead of time. That's good at least, that I can get something out of this, out of these deaths. So, you can drop off immediately. Oh, whoops. You can drop off there if you like, but it's not useful to you. Drop off the gem, and it gives you your first non-rotten plank, which is good, but not 2. So, we go up, we walk off, and then we jump. There we go. And you can walk and just stick your toes over the edge to get the next one to appear. There we go. And then... Oh, see, you don't want to jump too... You don't want to do too much of a good jump. Right, and then you get those. And then make your way back, I suppose, but there's definitely nothing this way, is there? No. Okay, well that's fine. We'll have another go now. Oh, Nelly Nelson. Sweet Nelly. Appreciate the F there, Genesis. F's in the chat for Crash.
What have I got?
Got to do that weird side bit again now. Ooh, whoa, bouncy. That's a bounce where I didn't want to bounce. Oh, God. The pig didn't stop. Oh, yeah. Just followed the pig. Well, if I absolutely nail the... Oh, actually, without a mask, I could be... I'm going to have to do a perfect job of that, that switch now. I'll keep going and we'll give it a try. But you'll see what I mean when we get there. That TNT that I've been sacrificing a mask for and then getting the mask back at the end of the side area. I'm now going to have to do what I seemingly can't do. Wish me luck. This might be a reset. So, here's what you're supposed to do. If I can do it, which I probably can't. You do that to make that appear, and then we do the best possible jump we can. There we go. So then you do that, and then you do this. You get a mask for your trouble, and if I'd not lost it at the start, I'd be on 2, which would be lovely. Although again, you know, it's mostly about not falling to your death. And then you use that to blow the 2 of them up without losing any of your masks. There we go, I can do it. Can I do the rest of the level? Just needed the pressure. That's it. I perform best under pressure. That is actually true. I'm one of those people, and if you're not one of these people, not only do people not understand it, but it actually sort of makes them cross that people like me exist. I'm one of those people who would leave my essays and assignments to far too late. I mean, not too late. I never handed anything in late. But, you know, I'd have to... I wouldn't necessarily start the night before, but certainly on the night before, I would probably have to be up all night finishing what I'd only relatively recently started. I'm one of those people. Any of those people in the chat? And genuinely, I honestly think I do actually perform better like that. I think I write better work. It's just a weird thing. Okay, so we've made it. We jump on the gem. We walk off the edge onto the plank, and then we do that. And then we have to work out which plank we're on by edging, as it were. There we go. Okay, there we go. There's not one there, is there? Oh yeah, there is. Are there 2? I'm going to say no. It would be really bad if I tried to go for a second and then I fell off the edge, wouldn't it? That would be really bad. Okay. Okay. there. Oh, and then I exit, right? And is there a stupid box up in the sky that I've missed somewhere? Perfect!
You're doing incredibly well, aren't you? What a sexy player! Ooh.
You can do it too with Aku. I took an exam taking the newer edition of it after not studying for a year and passed with a very high mark. That's it, Cheska. That's how it goes. Everyone, including myself, were confused. Oh, really? I do work better with deadlines, but I'm usually too high-strung to wait that late. Yeah. As I say, I don't start the night before, but I'm usually having to put quite a lot of work in, even the night before, because I won't have finished. Not sure I did any homework at all in the last couple of years of school. Okay. I work a lot better under pressure with deadlines. Yeah. Even in graduate school, I'm constantly pulling stuff out to the last minute. Yeah. I did it at uni as much as at school. Probably more at university than at school, actually. Massive procrastinator, to be fair, says Cheese's life. I do tend to work better under pressure, but I'd rather it not be too stressful. I don't know why I do it to myself. I hate it when it's happening. I'm like, why have I done... I don't... And it's not even that I feel stressed about it. It's that I feel like I'm bloody knackered. I want to go to bed, and it's, it's 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. and I've still got some work to do. That's what I hate about it. Like, I'm just tired. I want to go to sleep, or I want to watch TV. And if I'd been a normal person, or maybe not normal, going off the numbers in the chat, it seems like what I do is relatively common. But yeah, if I was a conscientious person who worked hard and worked efficiently, then I wouldn't have to be doing this right now. I could be watching TV and eating pizza. Right, we'll go to Jaws of Darkness. I think this might be where we get the key. Yes, it is. I've just remembered. So, this is going to be another tricky one. Such is the name of our stream today, or our VOD, if you're watching on the VODs channel. Hello, VOD squad. If you're a VOD watcher right now, and you're not subscribed to the VODs channel, just hit that button. I need a couple hundred more subscribers on YouTube, and I can monetize. Which would be very nice. It would just be another little stream, revenue stream, sorry, not ad stream, for me to pay my bills and eat my food and keep my wife in, expensive cosmetics and things. No, she buys all her own, apart from when I buy her a nice present. I've got a very self-sufficient and successful wife who don't need no man. Except to open jars. The moment she buys one of those jar openers, I am out on my ear. Boring Loner says, hello, VOD watchers. Hope you're all doing well. I wonder which ear I'd be out on if I was out on my ear. Is there something silly up here? Because we do need... No. Oh, whoops, okay. Well, that's what we wanted. We did not want to blow up that question mark using the TNT. We did need to smash it with a spin. We need our Cortex boxes here today. And I need to complete the bonus level when we get there. And I'll only get one try at it per run through the level. It still, I think, does not contribute towards getting the gem at the end of the level. So that's something. God, I don't like this. Oh, God. Oh, I don't want triple mask, really. Do I want that? No, I don't, because I've got to do some platforming here. I'm not going to take that. Oh, yikes. I think it really wants me to have triple mask. It's given me a bunch of them. Maybe I'll take it. Maybe there's going to be something at the end of this run that I need to be invincible for.
What have I got?
It's just, you jump a little bit further. And I don't like it. Oh, there we go. We needed it for that. It would have been hard to land on there. Well, actually, I say that. They were all still solid by the time I landed, so I don't think it really helped in that respect. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's a bit unfair. Never mind. I'm hoping there's nothing else above there that I can't reach. Can't see, so I'm just going to hope for the best. The depth is off. And now that... Oh, hang on. What's up here? Okay. And now the old tricky thing of working out where this is bringing me out, and do I need to walk backwards? I'm going to do it, just for safety. Wait for the spiders to come back down. The spiders respawn. If I jump backwards... Normally these gem paths, they bring you out somewhere where you haven't missed out on any... I think these spiders might respawn. Where you haven't missed out on any boxes. But I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna go for it. Oh god. God damn it. Well, now I'm gonna just find out, so I know. It would have sucked to have just carried on and have missed a box in between. Hello, I missed a box in between the two things. Almost certainly they've designed it so that you don't miss boxes in between. So look, here's what I mean. We got on there, right, and we went all around the houses, but what I wanted to know was, is there anything between here and where the box... No, where it comes out, because it comes out here. So the answer was no, and we wasted it. But what I might do, just so we get sort of essentially get 2 tries at it, I might carry on, and we'll try and do our Cortex run. Oh, okay. Because we're going to have to... we're going to have to do the Cortex thing, or we're going to have the opportunity to do the Cortex thing anyway when I respawn into this level and try and get all the boxes. So we may as well have a try now, and this is going to cost me a bunch of lives. As you can tell, I'm not being as careful now that it doesn't matter so much about deaths. There we go. Right. I'm usually a VOD squad member. I have them on in the background on work from home days. Well, that's very nice. I'll try not to scream and shout. I don't think I do a lot of screaming and shouting, but if I do, I'll try and do less of it. Just for you. Like people who say, oh yeah, I go to sleep with your stuff on. Oh. Tried to escape the TNT towards a flame, which was not a good idea. Could have just jumped downwards, I suppose, onto the clear platform. Right. Yeah, see, if you spin that snake, fortunately I've got the Cortex from it now, but if you spin that snake into the TNT, you lose a Cortex box, because you need to break them manually. So anytime you see a TNT in a level like this, you've got to think, don't set that off if there are any boxes near it. I don't think one of the Cortex things is off here in this... Yes, it is, in this secret area. Okay, so let's try and do this at least. And then... we'll see. I realised what was happening there at the last second. You need to buy yourself as much time by bouncing on those so that this gets built. But I worked it out. Okay. Oh. How do I break that? I suppose it doesn't really matter because the box... Or do you have to... To get the key, do I just have to get to the end? Or do I have to break everything? And if I do, how do I break that box? Anyway, we'll find out. We'll get to the end, hopefully. Maybe we won't. Do I get the key? I get the key. So clearly that's just a box there that you don't need. Box tally doesn't count, says Pup Wheelie. That's good to know. I know it obviously doesn't count towards getting the gem at the end of the level, but I wondered if you don't get Cortex's key. Anyway, that's good. We got the key, and we saved the game, and I think that even means that we can kind of just exit the level, and we probably get the key anyway. Must be the case, because I've just saved it. It's a sheep. It's a sheep. That is the Jay, the Cerebral, who has just followed there. Thank you so much, Jay. Nice to have you. Welcome to the flock. I'm gonna risk it. Given that I've saved the game, this must be safe to do. I'm gonna just exit because we've got our key now, right? Right? Question mark? Yes, we have. It means we can go up here to Fumbling in the Dark, but we're also gonna try Jaws of Darkness again while we've got it fresh in the mind. We know what we're doing. Try and do it in one now. Should be okay-ish. Not too tricky. So I'm just careful. This is very much one of the... I mean, you could say this about a lot of levels, I suppose, but this really is very much one where if you just stop and think and just don't rush, you're probably okay. Whereas, you know, some of the levels, it's like Sunset Vista, it's not just a case of, oh, just make sure you run and jump at the right time. Sometimes it's like not even knowing exactly when the right time to jump is. Oh, whoops. I literally just dropped an X input there. I can honestly blame the controls grommet on that one. Pressed it, didn't get the jump. I think this emulator just is occasionally a little bit slippery with your inputs, but that's alright. It was definitely more of a problem with the Xbox controller I used to use, but now that I use a DualSense, it's pretty bang on, I find. Sometimes it's just the games. The games do just drop inputs now and then, depending on how they're coded, or... yeah. I've seen world record Spyro speedrun holders lose a world record pace run based on what they say is just a dropped input, and they can be playing on genuine hardware. They can be playing on a PS2 or a PS1, and they're like, I pressed it and it didn't take it. It's unfortunate, but them's the breaks. So now, I don't think we can even get Cortex masks. I think they just get fruit out of it, yeah. That's good. We don't have to worry about spinning snakes into TNTs anymore. Okay. Oh, yikes, that was a bit scary. Okay. Right, and now I know I can get on this, and I don't have to do any backtracking once I get off it. Okay. Oh, is there a box up here? There is! Oh, we would have missed that. On my first run through, I did not jump up here to look for a box, but I know how they design these levels. I've played Crash Bandicoot before. Oh, God. Box hidden up there. Cheeky. I'm not going to take that one. I'll take the next one. Hello, the Cerebral, Jay the Cerebral. Nice to catch me live. Well, thank you. Been following since WC, Vidiots, and TTJ. Wow, that is a long time. Thank you so much for sticking with us all that time. Nice to have you live. Thanks for catching me. Listen to those drums. You know how they have Flute Guy at Jeff Keighley's Hideo Kojima Love Fest, and then in small text it says the Game Awards. You know how they have that guy? I think they should have a bongo guy at some point. This is the only thing I'm worried about here is... I knew I'd lose a mask for that, but I was just making sure there was nothing up above that box that was up high. And I'm pretty sure there wasn't. Yeah, I want to see someone go absolutely mad on some bongo drums playing the triple mask form live. Can it actually be played by a human? Yes, of course it can. Don't be so ignorant, Peter. There's some very talented bongo players out there. Okay. I'm pretty sure we established as well that when you run off to the side, to the little secret area in this level, that once it brings you back onto the main part of the level, you do not have to backtrack to get more boxes. I'm pretty sure that we have established that. I'm not certain. I'm pretty confident. So it's there to the left. I run up there. Right, I see there's a question mark and a stripey thing. So I need to remember that those on the right, we need to get them at some point. But for now, we're going to run along here. Oh, in fact, yeah, it brings you out backwards, I think. So that's fine. We do definitely get a chance to... Oh, yikes. That was almost an overshoot. Okay. Run to the right. Yeah, and then we're back to where we were. That's fine. Down here. I'm getting nervous now. Palms are sweaty. Knees weak. Arms spaghetti. Oh, God. Oh, the bats. The bats were there. Bats. Ooh, I nearly got squished, but I do have a mask. Okay, I made it to the end. Did I get every box? Please say perfect. Please say perfect. Peter perfect. Yes. 92%. It's going to be 93.
The results
Mum's
have
spag bowl.
incredible.
It's freaking bats. I freaking love Halloween. The results have been incredible. First try, you're right, Boring Loner. Definitely didn't die before. At least it's not Crash 4 levels of hiding boxes.
You're doing incredibly well, aren't you? What a sexy player.
Jeff Keighley's Grand Day Out. Isn't it Muppets Live and then in parentheses the Game Awards? That is kind of what it is,
Just because
yeah.
you're great at everything doesn't mean everyone likes you.
Everyone likes you. Don't even get me started, Jay the Cerebral, on the hidden boxes of Crash 4. I still don't think I found them all. I've never 100%ed Crash Bandicoot 4, and I don't think I ever will, because I don't think I want to subject myself to that. I wouldn't find it fun enough doing those insanely perfect things. Some of the hidden boxes in that game are just shocking. Right, fumbling in the dark. We may need a gem for this, but I think we've got all the coloured gems now, so no, we don't need a gem for this. But this is one of these ones. I think this is one of the levels where at the start you have to go backwards. So we grab that. Oh, yeah. And then... no triple mask form in this level. You just use him to light the way. There we go. Some very fetching portraits of Neo there. He is the one. Okay. I don't find these too bad. Every time I say that, I mess it up. I've got to stop saying that. I don't find these levels too bad. It really is more a question of timing, like not grabbing the box as soon as I just did, because you've got these things to get onto. But you can jump onto the side, which is very helpful. If you kind of mistime these things and sort of run out of road, then you can jump to the side. Oh, you can hit. Actually, you can bonk your head on these beams up high, so you've got to be careful there because it can sort of kill a jump. Schnicked. Maybe this is the... I talked on a previous stream about how I'm one of these levels. The axes were coming towards me rather than side to side at one point, which I think was a glitch, but maybe we're gonna... I think it was around here, actually. Yeah, it must have been a glitch. But it might happen. Ooh! Didn't expect that. Oh, I got them. Let's have a quick restart. I stand by Crash 4 is a great game to play as long as you don't go for full completion. I'm with you. That's exactly my opinion. It's... could even be my favourite Crash Bandicoot game. There's so much to love about it. Absolutely stellar soundtrack. It definitely has, I think, my favourite Crash Bandicoot level of all time in it, which is Offbeat. The one set in, it's like in sort of New Orleans, isn't it? Or that kind of, you know, the jazzy one. I always forget. Is it the Day of the Dead festival? Is it? No, because it's in like it's because, you know, Dingo Dial's levels are all in sort of the bayou. So yeah, it's in kind of the south, isn't it? Oh, that was leaving. Oh, whoops. Okay. Fortunately, the lighting on these boxes is whoops, kind of forgiving, so you can jump blindly into this area and still see roughly where the shelves are, or the skirting is. There we go. Best thing to do there, the reason why I fell off just then, is to, if you're doing the roundabout jumps like that, trying to jump through doorways and things, the best thing to do is actually use your thumbstick. I use my D-pad almost all the time in this game, because it is essentially built on 4 directions, like the way that the levels are designed and stuff. Oh god. I need to work out what the grace period is on the platforms that drop out from under you, because I'm kind of panicking and I'm jumping off them. But maybe I'm jumping a bit soon. Maybe I've got more time than I think I have. Oh, okay. There we go. Crash Rhythm game when? That already exists. Does it? Schnick. Ooh, forget about that spider every time. I'm not arachnophobic, but I'm just scared of dying in this game. And I suppose in real life. I'm not scared of being dead, I have to say. Just the process of perishing and how it might happen. But, you know, a long sleep doesn't sound too bad. Once you're there... Oh no, I just sent a projectile way out front and smashed a mask too early. We've got to make the most of this. Okay, we're back on now, sort of. Oh god, I hit the beam. Okay, yeah, this is... I don't think I used to play this one very often because you have to get the key for it, and maybe I've not played this as much. I don't mind the other dark one. I find that fairly easy, but this is... There's some pretty tricky combos of things going on here, I have to say. But we'll do it. Oh, I should be using my analog here. Analogistic. Anyone a proud owner of a triple jump levers hoodie? Oh, just realised actually how true that was. The 2025 levers. We sort of manifested it by accident, I suppose. It was not intentional. We didn't realise that this would be one of the last pieces of merch. Oh, wasn't there. Okay, there it is. Just need to stop stop sprinting so much. Like, these masks last quite a long time, so you don't really need to worry too much about being left in the dark. And a lot of the objects kind of glow in the dark a little bit anyway, so it's not too bad. I think this soundtrack is underrated. I appreciate it's very minimal, which is mostly because there was such limited bandwidth back on the PS1, but I think they do a lot with what little they had. I think they achieve a lot. I panicked there, but I kind of sorted it out a little bit. Oh, where's the edge here? Oh god, that was a long way. I didn't know where the edge was. Damn it, I've got to go again. Problem is, it's about 10 to the hour. And I've got, I'm doing a Worst Games Ever game night tonight, 7 o'clock, so I'm going to have to finish on time. There've been a couple of weeks, a couple of streams where where that has been the case, where I've not been able to do any overtime, even though I would like to. Especially in this situation where we're not actually that far away from our full completion now. We need to do this level, Castle Machinery, which is, again, not insurmountable. I need to just get to the end of the lab. We've actually got the gem for it, but we haven't unlocked the levels that come after it because of the weird way that progression gets saved in this game. So we've got what we need from the lab, but we just need to complete it with as many deaths as we like, and then do 2 boss fights. But I'm not going to have enough time to do all that. So it would be nice to carry on streaming. But we're slightly changing up the game night schedule going forward, probably, so that Ben and I kind of take turns doing it on days where it may be... Ooh! It comes immediately after one of our streams. So there will be probably fewer Mondays from me where I have to dash off. It's all good, though. Game night's a lot of fun. I appreciate it's not something most people can go in on, because it's the top tier over on the Worst Games Ever Patreon. But it's there if you ever want it, even just for 1 month, maybe. If you have a bit of a windfall and you fancy playing some vidya games with myself and Ben Potter, patreon.com/worstgamesever. Lots of other rewards available there too for less money. Yeah, they really do drop pretty quickly, those pale platforms. Gotta be careful. Okay. Take it a little bit more slowly, because I think part of the reason I'm dying on some of these areas is because I'm not just stopping to have a breather when I should be. There we go. Ooh! Oh, yikes, didn't see that one. It was right there. Just got lucky with the timing that it didn't get me. I'm getting used to that spider now, though, so that's something. Oh, damn it! That one's a bit... I think I need to be going to the left of that. I'm going to just have another go and get used to it. I've said damn it a lot today, haven't I? I've been damning an awful lot. Whoops. Oh, I've got to wait. Hang on. There we go. That's just... I think if it actually will make a difference if I take this on the left side rather than the right. Yeah, wait for it to pass to the right.
Do I detect a tear of frustration?
There we go. Yeah.
Is everyone laughing at you?
Yes, I believe so, Benson boy. More Minecraft? Oof. Yeah, we're going to play some Minecraft tonight. It's going to be a good time. I've been building a roller coaster out of minecart tracks, which is kind of a basic thing to do, isn't it, really? But it's taken me ages because I've been building out of New Minecraft is... Well, it's not even new, is it? I say new Minecraft. I mean, Minecraft, like, post 2016 or something is kind of weird and confusing to me. I'm an old man. Old man yells at square cloud. What is it? Bronze or something? Copper? What's that very, very common copper-coloured ore? I think it's copper. So it's pretty common, but when you're building your thing out of copper blocks and copper... not scaffolding. Not fence. What was it? Copper bars, but that you can kind of place down. Kind of like jail bars. Yeah, like iron bars that you can get, but you can do copper ones. When you're building your roller coaster out of that, you still need quite a lot of copper, even though it's very abundant. So it's taken me a long time to build that. Okay, here we go. Just slow the fuck down, Peter. Good grief. Right. Oh, I'm hitting the ceiling now as well. I should just take that right down the middle. I don't really know why I'm not doing. I'm sort of... Because those are just slightly offset with each other. It's kind of throwing me off. I'm going to have one more go at this. And then I'm going to have to dash. We've got a family Minecraft server, and my younger brother is just way too good at Minecraft. Yeah. Oops. Oh, whoops, that was a bad one. Well, that was not the try that I was talking about. Ooh, I'm still struggling here. Okay. Oh, damn it. one more try. Oh, I just can't do this anymore. It's over. I'm gonna, go until the first checkpoint, and that counts as the final try. There we go. Right, that's done. So, one more go. That's Ben inviting me to an Xbox party. Dudung. What have you guys got planned for your evening? Let me know what you're doing after the stream. Let me know in the chat. I want to know what you got going on. Anyone having dinner in a bit? I'm a bit peckish, but I'll just grab a snacks. Oh, I need to get a snacks emote going, don't I? I've got a few more emotes planned, but obviously I've had a lot to catch up on over the past week or two. Well, week really. After being sickly. So I've not really done much Twitch admin, but yeah, got a few ideas. So hopefully soon there'll be some more emotes and stuff. Oh god, okay, well, we lost the mask. Still got some light. There we go. It kind of lingers a little bit for a while. Oh, the spider left. I forgot they go back up. Well, that is it for now. But never mind. We got a lot achieved today. I'm pretty sure, I'm almost certain, that next week we will not require 3 hours. Hang on, where's my full screen? We won't require 3 hours to complete Crash Bandicoot 1 next week. So when you join me next week, although I will, of course, name the stream Crash Bandicoot 1, it will probably be like an hour of Crash 1 at most, depending on how long that level takes me. Could take me all night, I suppose. And then we'll move straight on to Crash 2. So for the benefit of the VOD squad, I mean, you don't need to worry about it now. I'll say all this again probably at the start of the next stream, but I'll probably sort of even within the stream kind of stop and say, well, that's Crash 1, bye everyone, and then sort of go, hi everyone, it's Crash 2, and then I can split the VODs up so that we can have them all in nice playlists on the channel. But anyway, that's all completely irrelevant information for now that you don't need to worry about at all. That's for me to worry about. I am going to do a lethal raid. Why don't we raid Hellion Kate, who is currently live doing a subathon, playing some. What's Kate playing? Or have I raided Kate recently? I was definitely going to at one point. Who else? Because also Josh Strife Hayes is live. No, I know who we'll raid. We'll raid Lumi Laura, who is a Spyro speedrunner and, in fact, world record holder, I think currently, if not, certainly has been a world record holder. And Laura is very good vibes. Laura is not... She won't know who I am. Well, I mean, she followed me on social media the other day, actually, so maybe she will. But in any case, go and check out Laura doing amazing, like, the best, genuinely, like, world standard glitches and plays and strats and stuff in Spyro 1. If you're a fan of what I do, she is far better at all these games than I am. So go and check out what she's doing, say hi, and have a good time. I will catch you all next stream on Thursday, where we'll play some more Hogs O War. I can't wait for it. Cool. NASA is live. You can raid NASA. This isn't a chance you'll have again. Oh, too late. I've already started the raid. Go check out Laura, and if she stops streaming, go and watch NASA, I suppose. Right. See you soon, everyone. Bye.